Most of us spend our lives planning everything, our careers, our finances, our health. But we avoid talking about the one certainty we all share, death, something as natural as childbirth. I'm J.G. Sandom. I'm a novelist, a lifelong storyteller, and the founder of a company working to modernize how we care for people at the end of life. This series is called Last Things First, conversations about mortality, memory, and meaning, and why facing these ideas honestly can actually make life richer, not darker. Let's begin. January has a way of making us look forward, especially as parents, because so much of parenting is about preparing our children for what comes next. And if you're a parent, no matter how old your children are, you've been doing that your entire life. Parenting is really a series of milestones, each one about making the next stage of life a little easier for your kids. The moment you buy them their first bike, sign them up for ballet lessons, prepare them for school, for a career, and later, help with a wedding or a down payment on a first home. But there's one milestone most of us don't talk about, and yet it belongs on that same list, preparing them for the end of your life. Planning for when you die is a moment to step up as a parent, even when your children are grown. As parents, we make decisions early so our kids don't have to struggle. Whether it's school, health, or finances, end-of-life planning is no different. At its core, it's about removing burden and uncertainty from the people you love most. It's a gift, a token of love, clarity, guidance, and the freedom for them to grieve without having to make difficult decisions under pressure. Whether your children are 5 or 50, their need for certainty doesn't disappear, it just changes. Planning ahead fits naturally into the way parents already operate. It's another way to show care, responsibility, and love that lasts beyond a lifetime. That care often begins with a few very practical decisions. Do you have a will? And if you do, has it been updated? A will is one of the simplest ways to prevent confusion and conflict, giving your loved ones clear direction instead of forcing them to guess. And just as important, they need to know where it's located. Have you talked about whether you prefer cremation or burial? Some families also choose to prepay for their final wishes through a funeral trust or end-of-life insurance, so those decisions don't fall upon their children later on. When these decisions haven't been made ahead of time, children are left trying to figure things out in the middle of grief, often under time and financial pressure. And then there's how you want to be remembered. Do you want a memorial service or a celebration of life? Even a few preferences, who should be there, what it should feel like, can give your children guidance when decision-making feels overwhelming. And beyond the service itself, there's memorialization. Photos, stories, messages, and memories don't belong scattered across devices or tucked away in boxes. Today, memories don't have to disappear. They can be preserved intentionally using apps like Memory Box in one location online so families can return to them again and again over time. Plus, planning isn't just about people. If you have pets, once you pass, they need care immediately. Choosing a trusted caretaker and leaving some basic instructions behind can spare your children from scrambling during an already emotional moment. And finally, there are the practical details people rarely think about: passwords, Wi-Fi access, digital photos and files. All journeys begin with one step. It's important to remember there is no perfect time to begin. There's no specific age when this suddenly becomes relevant. Whether your children are 5 or 50, the value is the same. It doesn't mean you're locked in forever. It means you've chosen clarity over chaos, guidance over guesswork. This is not about death. It's about care. Planning ahead should feel thoughtful, not heavy. Just choose one place to begin. Review your will. Have the cremation or burial conversation. Write down your wishes for a memorial. Start preserving the stories and memories you want your children to carry forward. Because the goal isn't perfection, it's clarity. And like so many good parenting decisions, the best time to start isn't someday. It's now. Exactly where you are. If this conversation resonated with you, I invite you to explore more about planning ahead, honoring memory, and making thoughtful choices for yourself and your family. You can learn more at Cremstar or Memory Box, and please carry this conversation forward with someone you love. Because sometimes the last things really should come first.